Yeah. When we planned our vacation, I made
All right,
sure.
let's get this podcast started at 9:17 because that's what the text said is 9:17. And so here we are doing our best. Jace eating, which I'm not supposed to share. Rye clearly on time and had it scheduled in the calendar. Wouldn't be here were it not for the miracle of Rye's calendar. Can I start the podcast with you guys with a... I like the word anecdote. Do you guys like the word anecdote? I like the word anecdote.
I don't know. It feels like a word where somebody left out a letter.
Yeah. How do we get that C and that T like to be right up against each other like that without like an extra vowel or I don't know.
People don't say ecdote or ecdo.
Yeah.
ECD in general.
Wait, is there a T in it? Actually?
Anect?
No.
Anec?
At the end. Anecdote. But at the end, there's a T.
Yeah, but not in the middle. It
sounds like anect when you say it.
No, it doesn't.
Anecdote. Anecdote. But when you're getting into that D, it sounds like there's a T in there.
This is why it's a bad word. That's why it's not a good word.
There should be a space in there.
Yeah, get that D in there.
I know people don't always like dream talk. Like just as a species, I think we're against dream talk. Unless you know you're signing up for some dream talk, people don't like dream talk. I think
I'm pro.
Oh, you're pro dream talk. Okay, yeah. I guarantee you, Rylan hates dream talk.
Yeah.
See,
because you have to listen to your kids ever try to tell you about a dream, and then they just start the first. I mean, this is like when they're little. The first minute and a half, it's actually about the dream they had, and then they just start making shit up.
Yeah.
So I'm just going, and we've talked about this before, I think a couple times. I'm just going for a certain type of dream talk here. Wake up dreams. Okay. Wake up dreams.
Oh, dude. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Some are good. Some, wake up as a healthy virile male. Like that's whatever. Some not so good. We might call those like nightmares. They scare us. I had one today I don't think I've ever had. I don't think I've ever had it.
Okay.
Have you ever gone urine in your dream?
You've never had this?
I've never had the go urine in your dream, but then I was not asleep enough for me to be like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hey, we can't do this here.
Is this really your first time to ever have that?
It's the first time I can ever remember, but it jolted me up the way we've talked about before, like when you're dreaming you're playing basketball and you go to do the layup and your full body does the full body layup twitch like while you're laying there. Like
did you furiously pat down the sheets to make sure that it wasn't real?
I'm over here hitting my shorts like, what the hell just happened? How am I going to explain this? What the hell this isn't making sense. Am I sick? Is everything okay? And immediately jump out of bed and go to the bathroom.
I probably have had that at least 5 times in my life.
Oh my God.
Now, usually it's because I really had to go to the potty number one time in the bathroom toilet. It's predicated by a massive amount of urine inside the bladder. And it needs to be emptied. But there have been times where it was not related, and I think it was just my brain trying to fuck with me.
Well, let me make this even better for you. Hydration schedule might be off over here.
Oh boy.
So I woke up in a daze, in a fury, just in a, oh my God, frantic. Did I just urine all over the bed, run into the bathroom only to find out I'm a bad teammate?
Oh no. Oh no.
Bad teammate who might even need to go get checked because it was not a strong I mean, we were just if there were a fire,
just making sun tea right into the toilet.
If there were a fire, we might have had to go in front of the review board and been like, hey, why didn't the hose open all the way up on this one? We might have had to go and look upstream to see if there was a leak in the main line over on this side of town, because just nothing no good metrics were had after I woke up out of this dream.
Just Galveston water flowing straight into the turlet.
Just a depressive episode, really, to let you know. Just a depressive episode.
Sorry, man.
Of
it's a tough one.
Soft stream.
Human dads. 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 Podcast. Human dads. Podcast. Human dads. Podcast. Human dads. Podcast. Human dads. Get up off your ass. Human dads. Podcast. Human dads. Podcast. Human dads. Podcast. Human dads. Get up off your ass.
Tell your mom.
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 Tell your mom to listen. Tell your mom to listen. Tell your mom to listen. Tell your mom to listen.
Get up off your ass for the Human Dads Podcast.
Yeah.
You heard the man. Shout out to
Yeah.
Fourth Dad, Cortland. And I hope you have heeded his command. Get up off your ass for the Human Dads Podcast, the Tell Your Mom to Listen, boys. The Saturday Donut Run all over your head, boys. The episode brought to you by all of our ambitions and all of our striving. 233.
The Bart Rager Truth Warriors.
The Bart Rager Truth Warriors. The unquestionable baby what I've forgotten what it is. I'm sorry.
Preeminent Baby Jessica podcast of the new millennium.
Thank you, Rylan. Appreciate the assist there. Oh, boys, here we are again. The call has been made, so the call has been answered. Jace seems thoroughly interested in what's going on. I can gauge that by his eye contact and overall interest in the intro of this show.
Okay, I am right now trying to coordinate who will be putting the food in the dog bowl right now while I'm in here, because I have to rely on either an 11-year-old who for sure stayed up till 4 a.m., 100%, a 12-year-old who didn't get out of her bed at all yesterday as she scrolled the TikTok and watched YouTube, or a 16-year-old who there is 0% chance that he even looks at my text. So we'll see. We'll see if the dogs get fed.
Why do they? I used to be prone to stay up late, but man, these ones are staying up.
Bro, we don't
So
let that
late.
happen over here. We don't let that happen.
You're
over here.
still in
Give it
young.
time.
Yeah, you're not there
Give it
yet.
time.
No, we are there. We would not have a functional human being the next day with the one of them.
Give it time.
Yeah,
Give it time.
he doesn't wake up at 8 a.m. after going to bed at 4. It'll be noon before I walk in there and kick down the door and make him get up, and then an hour later,
Hey,
He'll
dude,
be
get up
up.
and go eat some Eggos. Maybe
Yeah.
put on some deodorant.
touch grass, go take a walk. I've had to force my kids to take a walk this summer.
Yeah, well, I know what it's like, but how's everybody doing?
One of us had a vacation this week.
And I'll be
Brad-
honest with you, he looks a little sweepy. He does. He does look like he might be coming back from being 2 hours ahead in the time zone, and he's feeling like it's only 7:30 on his dad body right now.
I don't notice that time zone stuff when it's only a couple hours. It's
I don't
not
much either.
No, it's never been a thing for me. I'm not that precise with my schedule to where it affects anything. Really?
Do you need a vacation from your vacation?
No.
Hold on. You can't just drop one on us like that. You got to give us a little bit of a, hey guys, I'm about to do a little bit here, and then
You got to say that at work. You can't say
Yeah,
that
shit,
on a Saturday. That is water cooler 101. Is you need a vacation from your vacation. I don't.
I'm guilty, by the way.
Quite rested, actually. I'm sure you are.
I am guilty of that. Depends on the person, though. Sometimes, if I know them well at work, I won't drop it. But if it's just a casual, you need a vacation from your vacation from me. You'll get one of those bad boys, among others. I've got a tool belt full of them. If you guys ever want to go through it.
You know what? Remembering your last vacation talk, you are the one to be like, I need a vacation from my vacation, because you'll show up at 7 a.m. in a foreign land without a landing place. You'll show up at 7 a.m. in a place you've never been before and just say, hey, we'll just figure it out in the city. We'll just vagabond with our luggage and our baggage everywhere around town until we can check in.
All right.
A full work shift later.
We'll talk. I've been thinking about that a lot lately because it's something I'm into. We'll talk about it later. So, Rye, you were in California. Tell us about your trip.
Well, we went to the Disneyland for a couple days, and then we went to Newport Beach for a couple days. You guys will recall in ancient history of this podcast that that's not the first time that our family has done that trip, because it's a good blend of doing the Disney thing for a little while and then doing something else. And so that's what we did. And
I think we're going to steal that setup next time.
No notes.
I think we're going to steal the go stay at Newport Beach. What do you do there? I don't know. Disneyland, we've passed our demanded threshold of Disney talk for the year from the Southward family. I know at our last Q2 meeting that we were right on the edge there for the quota, but I know we've talked about Disney enough to satisfy their side hustle ambitions. What do you do in Newport Beach?
You chill. I mean, you used to do beach town stuff. You know, you could actually go to a beach. There's plenty of public beaches around if you want to do that. We like to stay at a place that has a very generous little pool scenario where you can go outside, and there's actually, you know, some places you stay, they don't necessarily have like a bartender and stuff. This place has everything you would want at the pool itself. So we'll do that sometimes just to do nothing. Like the idea is that if you spend, 2.5 days, getting your steps in at Disney, that when you're done, you just want to chill. So there's places to shop, there's places to eat. There's with this trip we did one of those little things where you pay $30 or whatever, and you go out on the boat and look at and see dolphins. So that was a cool way to kill the time before we could check into our room, because we didn't have to have our luggage on us, and we had an aim and a contained place to be, as opposed to wandering around the city.
Let me ask you this about the beach, because we've all determined that the beach setup can be a dad beating. Is this walk right out of your hotel to the beach type situation, or is this half a mile down a boardwalk? Then we're going to descend down a 50-yard hill. Then we're going to walk further down the beach to where they allow the public to be, and then we'll get set up right there? Or like, what's the beach setup like here?
The place we stay has a little small section of private beach, which you could use if you want, and you could do all of the little rentals of things there if you so choose. We're not post up all day at the beach type of people. We're post up for a couple hours type of people. So literally drive to the public beach, get out, grab your stuff, walk over there. A couple hours later, turn around, get back in the car, and go back. Keep it simple.
I don't think Newport Beach gets the play it deserves, because that is such a great little area. And the thing that I think about every time I've been there is how clean, like that place is so clean. And you never see like, tires burning on the side of the road or homeless people walking around. Somehow they've dumped all them in the ocean. It's just, It's just a nice area to be in, and they have a nice mall there, Brad.
There's a
I think
mall?
I think it's called Fashion Island Mall. I think that's right.
Poorly named mall. Feel like with all the beautiful scenery, they could have just picked one of the names of the vistas or the sirs or the something and called the mall that, not
Fashion Island. I think that's
some
right.
sort of mashup between AI and Sims world.
Well, we didn't go to the mall, in case you guys were wondering.
Oh, that's
But
surprising. Yeah.
You've got Newport Beach, you've got Laguna Beach, you've got Huntington Beach. There's just a bunch of LA is like Dallas Fort Worth in that there's just a new suburb every 7 miles.
Yeah.
So there's lots of places to find stuff to do, and there's plenty of public beaches. And again, we are not beach people, capital letter, trademark, or anything, but we had a good time. Yeah.
How was Disney? You just missed JD, I think. You showed up the day after the vice pres was walking around Disneyland.
Oh, he
Wouldn't
was.
say you missed him.
Have to say I wasn't aware of that. It was good. It wasn't too crowded. It was just a good, normal, healthy, down the middle couple of days at Disney.
Yeah.
Some rides down for refurbishment, which was a shame.
Which ones were down?
More so than normal. Sorry, I'm down to one AirPod because I forgot to put it in the case last night. Oh, I don't remember, man. Some.
Yeah.
Did we get to go on soaring?
No, we didn't play our cards right timing wise for that one, and
I think about that ride once a week. I love it so much.
It was cool. It's a cool ride. Yeah, we didn't play it. It was massive. It was a massive wait. We didn't use our pass at the right time, and we needed to use our pass for other things at other times. And by the time we were able to really settle in, they weren't offering the Lightning Lane pass for it, and nobody had the pepper to want to sit in line for an hour and a half. So,
one more question from me. Did you go on the Cars ride?
Twice.
Oh yeah, good ride. Good ride.
It's a good ride. Love it so much. If you're going to Disneyland right now, take this little hack, this little tip,
little Disney hack,
little inside point for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Go on the Cars ride.
There you go.
With your family.
There you go. What a great tip. Brad says you should go on one of the most popular rides at the park that you paid $2 million.
One of the things we talked about in the last show. One of the things we talked about in the last show meeting was support.
You should start a website with your hacks. Hey, ride Thunder Mountain. Hack number 1. Hack number 2. Show up to the park and spend all day and wear comfortable shoes. What the fuck?
Yeah. We rode Thunder Mountain twice too. Actually,
if you're gonna go to the beach, you're gonna want to bring some sunblock. If you're gonna go to the beach in America,
travel hacks with Brad. Amazing, absolutely amazing, man. So did you feel the magic when you were there? Did you feel the magic, or did it feel like just another theme park? Because it's hard to make you feel the magic. So I'm always curious if you felt it. Now I see it.
I'll say what I've always said, which is that
this is the last time we're going.
No, I'd go back. I don't. There's there's not a layer of magic per se.
Mm-hmm.
What it is it is the most well operated theme park you're ever going to find.
Yeah. Maybe that is the magic.
That is the differentiator. The differentiator is the lines move faster. The crowds are more easily accommodated. There's more things to do. The rides are just better. The details are better. Whatever.
They empty the trash from the bottom.
Yeah, the food that you overpay for is better than the food that you overpay for at your other typical
Six Flags
place.
My family is still talking about the damn bacon, egg, and cheese croissant that you get from one of the.
Yeah, buddy.
The croissant is so good. It was so good.
So flaky and yummy.
And you can't just find a bacon, egg, and cheese croissant just like down the street to replace it. Yeah. We might go back just for that. I don't know. It's up in the air. Jace, in previous episodes, you've talked to us about wanting to talk about luck. You have mentioned earlier moments ago that you wanted to talk to us about getting to a vacation spot and not knowing where the hell you're going to rest.
Well,
do you have anything, or do you want me to bring up another complete waste of time anecdote that I had from earlier?
I want to tell you guys, we'll get to that, but I want to tell you guys what I'm into right now.
Okay.
As everyone who listens to this show knows, things that I'm into change very fast, very often, and I think there's a personality type that describes what I have, where I'm just always hyperfixating on something and then moving on to the next thing. The only thing that has stood the test of time, as we've talked about, is gambling. Like, I've always loved gambling, so I'm kind of a degenerate in that way. But otherwise,
X-rated Japanese content.
No, there's a lot of reasons I don't like that. Do you want to get into that?
You brought it up.
No, I didn't.
I'll go to the text.
No, go to the text. All right. So what I'm into is lately. So I watch a lot of YouTube. You guys familiar with what YouTube is? Have you ever?
Yeah. On the .com. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really watch TV.
They have an app. Another pointer from me. A lot of times when you go to those websites, they make apps for your smartphones.
Yeah, another hack by Brad.
Or your smart TVs.
Mm-hmm. I probably haven't turned on YouTube TV in months, which is the system by which I watch regular, networky TV.
Bro, we canceled this week for that exact observation that we don't use it.
I think during football season, I may regret that decision.
No, you know what I'm going to do? Because I looked at it. It is cheaper to buy NBA League Pass on your YouTube subscription, not your YouTube TV. You can add it to YouTube and Sunday Ticket on your YouTube than it is to consistently pay $100 a month for YouTube TV and only watch it during the fall.
Yeah, but what if aren't the Cowboys blacked out if you try to watch them on the Sunday Ticket?
I'm going to figure that part out.
Okay.
But be honest with you,
there's ways around it.
I watch more
casting on a laptop, being all spare,
watching Jacksonville.
Did you not catch the other day, Jace? I'm so glad that this came up. Brad loves to be janky.
Yeah.
Did you catch he gets off on this.
Yeah. What did I say the other day?
Oh, I know you guys are going to make fun of me, but I listen to my music on YouTube Music. How far down the couch cushions to find that streaming provider did you have to dig?
Not at all, because I'm a Google guy. It all comes put together. I'm a Google guy.
You can't just have one thing where you're just on the same thing as everybody else.
Just Google. Easy.
Just Google.
No, he got every month he's canceling something and starting something else.
He's got a
4-day.
He's got to start up YouTube, and then he tapes an old cell phone to the TV, and then the new cell phone to his ear, so he can listen to YouTube Music when he walks around cleaning his kitchen.
I have
do you remember the
TV, YouTube Music on my phone,
connected to your head,
and I push one button, and it goes to my sound bar on my television.
You're the first person to ever utter those words to us, though. So that's what you
just hit one button and it goes right to your sound bar.
We don't know anybody that does that.
If I want to search a YouTube video, I just hit the YouTube video on my phone and I hit one button and it goes magically right to my television.
Yeah,
just boom, right there.
But you're right. We don't watch it really either. Although Big Brother's starting, so we'll be watching it again coming up.
Got that on Paramount app.
So I there's almost just no use for live TV other than I am concerned about college football, especially. Even NFL, there's a solution, but college, I don't know that there is a decent solution. I like college football. So, anyway, because I'm a YouTube watcher, I'm always counting on the algorithm to throw me some stuff that it thinks I'll like, and that can be really varied. Sometimes. Again, it sort of connects with whatever I'm into in that moment and then changes frequently. So algorithms love me. One thing I got into that, man, I cannot get myself out of is there's this show apparently that aired in Australia called Border Security, I think. Have you ever heard of this thing?
Hold on. I'm trying to think of who needs the least amount of border security, and wouldn't it be the damn hostile island surrounded by oceans on every side?
It's
hold
one
on.
guy sitting up in that tall wooden lifeguard chair with a whistle, telling people not to swim ashore.
It's not what you think. Border security is referring to like the airport and the people that are trying to come into the country with their suitcases and the packages that may arrive in Australia via the mail system and stuff like that. And so this is a reality show where all they do is like there's a camera crew in the airport and they're hanging out by the Australian version of TSA and they're recording people that are trying to like either smuggle drugs into the country or like live plants. The Asians, by the way, the Asians love to bring in weird vegetables and meat and stuff in their backpack in their suitcases. So it's
Hold on, can I reset real quick? You're saying this is an old reality show, or
it's been on for a long time. It's been on for a long time, but there's like 10 seasons.
You're watching current seasons within the 10 seasons, or like this went from like back. 2008 to 2018, and now you're just perusing the series.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, how?
Yeah.
What else are you watching that YouTube is recommending old Australian reality TV shows to you?
I don't know. I don't know how
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's true. I am Australian, but man, it's crazy the amount of stuff that people try to sneak in through the airport and like the wheels off like immigration stuff that people do. All of which I would be way too scared to even try. However, what I've learned from this show is if you are interested in just trying to like go to another country and sneak around and not like have the proper visa and live there, the worst that they do is just send you on a plane home and they pay for it. So like, for example.
Okay. But I've heard some countries will just like send you to El Salvador in a prison.
It's possible.
If you're there and you're not supposed to be. I've heard,
This one, if they catch you at the airport and this is the crazy shit. They will like look at your text messages. They'll pull you into a room and they'll go, listen, you got $400. You say you're going to be here for 3 weeks. You said you're not going to try to work because that's not allowed. We don't buy it. Explain yourself. Tell us where you're going. Who do you know here? How are you going to come up with money? And if they don't like the story, they're like, you're on the next plane home to Malaysia, buddy. Out of here. It's great. So, and that's all mixed in just that probably is enough for you guys to hear to where you want to watch it. But they mix in the drug stuff, like people muling drugs in by swallowing a bunch of condoms full of, heroin all inside their stomach. And they do like these internal scans. One guy couldn't hold it in the airport and he went to the bathroom and just unloaded like 40 cartridges of cocaine into the bathroom toilet and tried to smuggle it in as candy in a candy tin.
Wait a minute.
They're like, why does this smell like diarrhea, bro?
I'm gonna need some clarification here.
Yeah, go ahead.
He BM'd into a toilet some
at the airport. Yeah,
candy looking packages.
He was bringing a tin of candy into the country. That was the cover for what would eventually become Dadu covered condoms filled with heroin that he wrapped in the candy wrappers individually, pulling each one out of the toilet and wrapping like a candy and hoping that made it past security.
And they shot him right in the airport right there.
No, they did arrest him. They also tell you how long they spent in jail, which is always interesting. I think he got like 6 years. They tell you how much money the drugs would be worth on the streets. Good stuff, guys.
It's like Antiques Roadshow where they tell you how much your butter dish is worth.
Yeah, it's exactly like Antiques Roadshow because here's what I'm thinking is you're like a 68-year-old man and we just don't know it. What are you doing?
They also, speaking of 68-year-old man, they had one episode where this couple of 70-year-olds, they had this friend who goes, hey, I'm going to send you out to Vietnam to this wedding, right? It's a friend of mine. I think you'll have a great time. I'm going to pay for your ticket. You go to this wedding. They get to Vietnam, and everyone's like, yeah, wedding off, guys. Never mind. But anyway, hey, would you mind bringing the suitcase back to Australia for us? And they're like, okay, sure. Yeah, we had a great time. They get the suitcase back, just filled to the brim with ice, with a little PCP.
Little Vietnamese PCP for the
Vietnamese PCP, dude. You know, the best kind.
Little Vietnamese PCP, big in demand for that in the Australia, huh?
Yeah, little Viet PCP, and so they brought him back to the room, and they got to leave because they were convinced enough that these people didn't have anything to do with it, and they were just
old and stupid.
Yeah, unknowing mules. But the guy that made them do it came into the country like a couple days later, and they got his ass. They got his ass, Brad.
They said, "Hey, you can't be doing this to the geriatrics."
Yeah.
Sending them to made up Viet weddings and then having them mule back some PCP. Also, do you know the guy that diarrheaed the condoms and then put it into the candy pack? Is he in your group? Is that what they asked him?
They didn't. I don't think those were connected. They didn't find a connection there. This guy was from some South American country, but it has to be embarrassing not only to get put away for trafficking drugs into another country, but to diarrhea yourself right before that. It's not the way you want to go out, man. You know?
You think he was there with like messy pant having this conversation?
He was. The camera pans over to one of the agents and they're like, I'm going to vomit if I have to go in that room one more time because it smells so bad.
Mm-hmm.
That was his last free poop too, probably.
Yeah.
For quite some time.
Yeah. His last
one. So he's
one.
got to live with that.
Sure
got to live with that. Got to live with that.
Border security. If you guys ever want a good reality show, you want to learn about how drugs are smuggled, get yourself on that on YouTube. They have full seasons on there.
I could tell you this with a promise. Write this down. I'll sign it. Contractually obligated.
He's going to besmirch me in my...
It's not going to be hard to maintain this contract for me. I will never, ever, in the hell of evers, watch this show, especially on YouTube. What is wrong with you? I think it's one of the more deviant things you've said you do. I don't understand it. Who are you?
Jason, you got to realize that Brad's using YouTube to listen to Now That's What I Call Music Volume 7 because that's what they offer for free on YouTube Music.
He wants to watch Amy Grant music videos. Yeah, sorry.
I just want to let you know, tastes. I give YouTube Music like $35 a month. They will pull up literally whatever the hell I want them to pull up. Okay? This little known company called Google. Nobody's ever heard of.
Maybe another time I'll talk to you about the other one that I'm watching, which is people that walk up to the ticketing desk at an airport in London and they're mad because they missed their flight. That's another good one. We'll talk about that another time.
Have you guys seen these YouTube videos where it's just a person standing in the middle of public spaces and he's holding like a sign that says free hugs and they play really warming like praise music or like some sort of service music, like church service music, and it builds as the hugs get bigger and bigger. I really think it's one of the ways in which YouTube is going to be so successful and share just nothing but positivity in this world, and why I think we should just kind of let these technology companies just like run everything, dude.
Free hugs,
the hug videos.
Free hugs.
The hug videos.
Yeah.
I'm sure that as I'm having this conversation in 2025 and not 2012, I'm sure that this is going to be nothing but good for humanity overall and the world. Hug videos.
Yeah. More hugs.
What's the worst YouTube could do? Honestly, come on. Like, let's just give them our lives. Are you with me?
Look, man, there's enough to be depressed about. Don't take YouTube from me.
I'm not taking it from you. I'm just saying, do you remember a time when quaint little YouTube was just hug videos?
I do.
Not you can't just hop on it and open up your algorithm to, hey, what suicided dead pedophile was blackmailing the most powerful people in the world vis-a-vis intelligence agencies on multiple continents. Like,
I think that's where algorithms will save us. I think is that like it'll allow us to escape from having to hear about, molesting and whatever else is going on out there.
Yeah. Can I tell you guys? I felt bad about this in general, and I'm not proud of some of my thoughts and/or what would have led to behaviors, but ultimately I didn't do anything. I was driving back to work, and my work is currently not in the greatest part of town. Okay.
Roadhead. This is another Roadhead story, Rhylan. He's going to tell us about how he looked over and saw somebody. Yeah. Every time. Guy can't talk about driving without talking about it. It's insane. Go ahead.
Are you done?
Go ahead. Get to it. What was it?
Are you finished?
Well, what's going to be the exciting part? It was two guys. That's the fun part. What? How are you going to somehow bring something new to the Roadhead conversations that you have every single podcast? It's unbelievable.
I just want to leave a ton of space for you to do the whole bit. Just go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh! Now you're going to call me out for bits, Mr. Trans Am at Whole Foods, or
Trans Am.
Mr. Thunderbird at
Thunderbird.
I don't know what it was.
Pontiac Grand Am. Do I need to play the beat? If you'll allow me,
No.
I'd like to share about how I'm struggling. I went to. I'm not going to give you the whole beat. I was driving, and my work is in the part of town where you might have to interact with the unhomed or people who are in a, I don't know, transient state. Although I do see this one guy who I don't think is unhomed. He's just got a cooler, and he's parked. You park his cooler in the middle of a very populated intersection that goes like 6 different directions. And he's got on like his running shorts and like his, the runners, they'll wear the certain type of visor. Mm-hmm. Like you could tell it's like I've never seen anybody wearing this visor outside of runners. Like it's not a fashion thing, or it's not like an everyday hat for just regular people. It's only the runners I've seen wearing this hat. And he's got like a fanny pack, and he's got some like really nice running shoes. But all he's doing is he's got like a selection of like 4 different drinks, and he's just running up to cars selling Coke, Sprite, Diet Coke, and bottled waters. And I feel like bad for the unhomed in this area. Like he's taking up a corner.
Did a homeless person tell everybody to stop calling them homeless? Why are we calling them unhomed? There's no way a homeless person said
words. That. It's the same words. Homeless is the same thing as unhoused. It's a house and home. Home is better, right? Home is what you deserve. House is basic shelter. Home is what everyone needs to be complete.
Is unhomed
We are
bad?
We are trying too hard. It's okay to just say homeless, dude. We're trying too hard. We're not going to solve the world's problems by changing what words we use.
I've come across a lot of homeless people, and I just don't think they're the kind that are going to go to someone and go, "Hey, man, actually, if you wouldn't mind, just call me unhoused."
What do you mean? You can't say unhomed now?
I'm just asking when that changed and who initiated that change.
Brad, you never said unhomed until 12 months ago. That's what he's saying.
Look at him. You can see the look on his face when he knows what he's doing. That's the funny part. He thinks he's slick.
It's really stupid. No, it sounds dumb. It sounds dumb. Unhomed sounds like you can't read.
He's like a little kid, dude.
Sounds like you can't read. We are trying so fucking hard. I'm tired of it. I don't have to try hard anymore. Homeless, there's nothing wrong with saying someone's homeless.
Jason, sorry. Can I just tell you, I was like, look, sometimes you just realize there ain't much defense. Like, this is an all-star game, right? There ain't no defense. I was like, how many times I'm going to have to run up and down the court and throw this ball off the backboard before somebody just dunks it? Like, what do we do? Well, he let me get to say it like 10 times.
I know. I didn't want to interrupt you, and I wanted to let Rhylan like really build it up, because when we release the pressure valve, it's got to be good. when you turn the old
you turn the air compressor off, and you got to do the escape valve there so that it doesn't build up while it's off.
That's right.
Well, I normally don't say anything about anything like that, but when I can actually see that the massive brain power of Brad Reddick is now being diverted to decide whether or not he needs to say homeless or unhoused, I just want to put a gun in my mouth.
Homed. I said unhomed.
Oh no! Don't say. You can say unalive yourself. You can't say.
And I just want to be clear: there was no brain power. There was a how do I get Ryan to respond to this?
He's always trolling, dude. He is the master troll of this podcast.
I know.
Go ahead. Tell your fucking story.
I saw a gentleman, a shirtless gentleman. Okay, we're going to call him Shirtless Joe. He was walking westbound on Northwest Highway just past Shiloh Road. There's a taco cabana and a very eventful bus stop over there. If you ever just want to, if you want to turn the YouTube off and see a real reality show, just go park yourself near this bus stop in front of the taco cabana at Northwest Highway and Shiloh Road. Okay? You will see some reality. Shirtless Joe is walking with one of the most beautiful dogs I've ever seen in my life. Okay? As a show, we're a fan of the dog. We are a good fan of the good puppy dog.
It's a pro dog show.
We support the puppy dog. I've been around people who see homeless with dogs, and you hear what I consider maybe like a conflicting message sometimes when people see homeless with a dog. There tends to be like just throwing it out there, tends to be these situations where we really value the life of the dog in the situation, but I'm not here to judge. I'm just saying it's a difficult thing to parse out. So I drove and I made a U-turn because the dog was so beautiful that I wanted to see it again. It's what some people might know as a pit bull. If I had to guess, I would say it's a strain of the pit bull called an American Bully. And it just had the most formed shoulders and big alligator jaw looking head. And it was a perfect height and proportional. Like, you guys know, I love the pit bull. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it crossed my mind. How appropriate or inappropriate is it for me to go over there and say, hey, bud?
It's already inappropriate.
Hey, man. Hey, man. Hey. Hey, how you doing out there today? Shirtless Joe?
Mm-hmm.
Is it an insult? Like, I'm telling you, if you saw this dog was like $2,000-$3,000 in the game. Not on the street, but like in the game. This dog was a thousands upon thousands of dollars dog. You go over to him, hey man, hey, I got $100. Let's get that dog some AC. Am I a bad guy here for saying what's the number start? Let's $200.
This is an interesting conversation that you bring up, though.
Because I think in one way, like if I were to see this person just walking in a neighborhood with that dog, the only conversation would be, hey, beautiful dog. Love your dog. Maybe I might throw out is that a local breeder or where'd you get the dog? But being that it was a person on the streets, my mind went immediately to how do we just buy ourselves out of this situation? And maybe we would tell him like, hey, I got a lovely situation. It's going to be great for the dog.
Yeah, this is very morally blurry because one side on one side, like, you would definitely be doing the dog a favor, no question about it. You taking in that dog would mean a much better life than walking around Shiloh with shirtless Joe, probably eating leftover McDonald's every time someone gives it to him. Right? There's no doubt that that's a better life for that dog. Not to say that you'll love the dog more, but to, like, for dogs, comfort and quality food and the ability to, like, run around the backyard and have a family, like, that matters to them. So take away, like, the emotional stuff. There's that side. The other side is, how fucked up is it that you're going to use a man's lack of resources against him to take one of his loved ones away from him?
I just heard him trying to save like $2,500 on a dog. Is what I heard.
Not to mention how lowball that fucking offer is too. Like, by the way, not only do you want to steal the man's dog, you want to give him the least amount of money you think he'd be willing to take in order to do it. A homeless guy. But so you're a horrible person no matter what.
If he calls him unhoused, then no one's going to question his heart.
That's true. You're a horrible person no matter what in this equation, but in one, I think you certainly help the dog, which to me, and look, a homeless guy can go find another dog, man. There's plenty of them running around that would be happy to have a homeless person petting them and stuff, right?
There's all those Russian Olympic dogs still running around?
Yeah, dude, there's Russian Olympic dogs on every corner.
Some of those.
Yeah, there's cobras that are still.
I would not engage in any way here at all.
Oh, I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either, of course. But we're talking about Brad, right?
I'd like to introduce you guys.
Oh my God.
Okay, I didn't do it.
But you wanted to real hard.
Hold on. How many times do you think I drove back? How many U-turns do you think I made?
No doubt. In his mind, he's like, could I do 75? Because I think, like, he looked bad off.
I'm not lying here. This is not for the show. This is not an exaggeration.
Yeah, no, we're not surprised.
I spent 15 minutes going up and down this same light turnaround, looking at this dog and this shirtless Joe, thinking, what's the play? Like, what's the appropriate thing to do here?
It would have been interesting if you had said, "Hey, I'll give you $500."
I was thinking in my mind, what if he's just like, I saw this dog running across the road this morning. You know, he's a homeless person. It's not like he's gonna hop on his cell phone and call the rescue.
Right.
Like, maybe we are just witnessing some situation where, you know, this is only 3 hours old or whatever, and he just hasn't found like the next steps. I'm trying to build all these scenarios in my head where I'm doing a good thing.
Where you're Superman swooping in to save a dog. Meanwhile, you're calculating how you can suffer the least and take home this beautiful dog.
Because as the other side of it is, I've seen a ton of homeless people with dogs, right? And I think there's this like initial thing for a lot of people to just feel bad for the dog. And in a number of situations, I think the dog is in a wonderful situation.
True.
Like, I think the dog has constant companionship. Dogs have in them this natural desire to roam. And yes, if they can somehow maintain consistent food and water, then I don't think the overall concept is that bad.
When you first started telling the story, the first thing I thought, if I saw a homeless person with a dog that well put together, the first thing I'd think is they stole it from somebody.
Okay, so then it was kind of the next one of the scenarios I went into. What if I'm throwing out $250 and then I go to make sure this dog has all of its vaccinations and everything, and then maybe they scan it for the little
blitz.
They scan it for the little blitz. Yeah. And it's somebody's lost dog. And now I'm rationalizing it to myself like, well, maybe I'm doing another good thing by helping somebody find their dog.
Of course, hero savior over here. He's finding ways to make himself the hero.
I didn't do it. I left it alone. I said, this is one of those situations where you just need to mind your own business.
Yeah, but I will, in your defense, I will say that this is very ambiguous. This is a very morally ambiguous decision that you had to make, and as much as I think that you were doing it for evil purposes, per your personality, I think that, in fairness, any way that you would have gone in this direction could be justified. That's the way I look at it.
Maybe.
Go find him, dude. Go back out there today.
He'd probably be there. I mean, it's one of the hubs where they really struggle to keep people out of over there. So, it's not unlikely seeing him again. It's probably likely seeing him in that general vicinity. But the other thing too is it's not like the dog looked like it was struggling, like it could be doing better. Like the dog still looked stout,
Which,
what if
that's concerning, because what are the odds that someone could take care of a dog like that
maintain
well,
it
also roaming? Yeah,
I don't know.
Here's what you would have to do. I think you'd have to go out there and you'd have to figure out a sum of money that's fair in your head, right? And then you'd have to go out there and you'd have to pull up next to him and roll down your window and go, listen, I see your dog. I don't know the situation. I will give you $500 for your dog. And then you have to judge the face and the facial expressions. If there's even a modicum of, oh man, I really could use that money, but I don't want to give up my dog, you have to bail and you have to still give him $100 and drive off. That's the way you have to do it.
See, now I was trying to arrive at that number myself, but I'm thinking over here, this dog lives on the streets. Maybe it's got worms. I got to put into the equation here. What if I'm accepting $1,500 worth of medical work that I can't see? So 500 plus 1,500. Now I'm $2,000 into this dog. What if I realize this dog is aggressive and I don't even have the ability to keep it? And now I just offered $500 for nothing.
What if the dog ate a corn cob minutes before you drove up?
Buddy, you better open the wallet in that case.
What if Shirtless Joe is using this dog to mule illicit
candy
substances back and forth?
Diarrhea's out a bunch of cocaine.
I didn't do anything. I just circled back like 4 times. Sat through a light, made a U-turn. Yeah, I didn't do anything. So I think that means I'm a good person, and I want one of you to say it.
No, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
He wanted to get into an auction for a homeless man's dog.
Yeah. He texted us too earlier. He said, I pray to God that man gets hit by a car and that dog needs a new owner because I'll go get it in a second. That's what he told us in text.
You're going to drop by the nearby shelters every day for the next
Don't think I haven't been looking at the City of Garland Animal Shelter.
Yep.
Daily.
Oh, that thing will be snatched up in a second, dude.
Maybe, but they got so many dogs over there that... You know what'll happen? And this is why I hate rescues, because they're all hustles. The rescues peruse the shelter websites for the good-looking dogs so that they can then make a couple dollars for their rescue with the idea that it's better for our rescue so that we can rescue more animals. When the reality,
they have more resources. They have more resources, and their resources are more easily put towards taking care of the animals than the city shelters, because they are. I'll be very nice and say they are passionate
for a certain type of dog.
They do run them a little bit like a club, and if you want to adopt the dog from the rescue, you got to kind of kiss the lady's ass, and you got to kind of speak the language she's speaking to let her decide that you're worthy of the dog. But it's a hell of a lot better than having to debate how many dogs a month you got to euthanize. So
true.
Which, in theory, I agree with you, but the dog has to pass a certain threshold for it to qualify as a rescue dog. We're not just doing this for dogs overall.
No, they go for the desirable breeds because they got to. They got to
not
try
only
to
the
sustain
desirable
their-
breeds, but like the good looking ones within
Yeah.
the desirable breeds is what I'm saying. Like, has anybody got a little short ender as we all focus on emails and other online activity? Did you guys want to read something for the class?
I have an update. I've told y'all
Thank you
before
so much.
all these years how I've been kind of fighting against big dairy. I've told y'all about my struggle against big dairy, going all the way to being in high school and
They asked you
opting
to do
out
that
of
one thing shirtless.
the got milk ad and not participating and whatnot. I want to pull the curtain back. I think we may another major dairy conspiracy may be afoot. The milk that we get lately has been expiring sometimes upwards of a week before the date. It's been getting bad. This has happened at least 3 or 4 times in the last handful of months.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, different brands.
You open it
different
before
stores.
you open it before the date and it like smells rank or something?
Yeah, like a week before, like a solid week before, at least 3 times. Different brands from different stores too, not like just one. It's not just the Kroger store brand, although that's typically what we have. It's been across the board. Kroger, Tom Thumb, store brand, not store brand, whatever. Then the other day, the people in here, they like cottage cheese. We bought a thing of cottage cheese. It didn't even have any of the like cottage cheesy stuff in it. It was just like watery. There was almost nothing in there.
There was no
Dairy,
curd?
It was minimal curd. I was given a report that there was next to no curd in the pint of cottage cheese. So I think another massive dairy conspiracy is afoot. I think that they are they're finding levers to pull and knobs to turn to maximize their whatever it is they're trying to achieve, which does not include selling high quality dairy products. So once again, be on the lookout for big dairy. And
Look
and
out
then
for
that
Big Dairy.
yeah. And then in that,
How's this serving big dairy though?
they're selling byproduct, man. They're selling shit that if they properly labeled it, nobody would buy. Think about it.
Okay, so you're saying the bad milk that they know they have on hand is going straight into cottage cheese development.
Or no, it's going straight into the half-gallon jug based on our experience also. I mean, a week, not a day. A week.
But that's troubling though.
Not a day.
Yeah,
not a day.
Not a day.
We're talking about a week.
But that is troubling though, because I mean, you start getting into the online milk content and everybody, there's a lot of people that might tell you that, well, shit, if it smells like that, that just means it's good for you. But it's troubling in that you would notice something is so off a week before the date that I presume you're getting rid of it. And if that's the case, like, what if you didn't take a nice strong whiff first and you just took in about 4 ounces of a big gulp of milk, and now what?
You would probably be in a compromising position where you got to rescue your cocaine candy out of the toilet because it shot out of you a little early.
How's that happening?
You're digging cocaine candy.
It's not like Kroger is a small company. How's that happening?
That's why I brought it to the table, man.
Have you written a strongly worded letter to Kroger?
Dairy.
Yeah,
man, I'm already on
somebody.
I'm on Big Dairy's enemy list. It's more than just Kroger. It was some of it was from Tom Thumb too. Listen, I'm on Big Dairy's enemies list already. We know this. 25 years and counting. So,
it's only a matter of time before they take his ass out with a sniper rifle one day.
Yep. Well, they've got you guys. They've got you guys with your Brahms tattoos. They've already put the chip in your neck.
They got us. I took a swig this morning. I got, in fact, in my fridge right now, blue milk. Somebody made blue milk. I don't know. I think it's like a partnership with Smurfs or something. Someone in my family thought that was a smart purchase.
Smurfs are all pervs. I don't
Okay.
Like, I don't understand how we let Smurfs exist.
All right.
There's something so wrong about all of that.
I'm so glad no one listens this far into the show.
We drink Fairlife milk over here because we got a little lactose situation. And the one boy I'm always trying to make sure he has enough protein, and it's the highest protein content. So
Fairlife's good, dude. Love that stuff.
that Fairlife chocolate milk, I'll put it up against anything.
Top notch.
I'll put it up
and
against
the vanilla.
anything.
The vanilla tastes like a little milkshake.
I've never had the vanilla, but
great.
The Fairlife chocolate milk you can buy in the weird looking bottles. They've distinguished them as the only bottle that looks like that. I'll put that chocolate milk up against your mom's chocolate milk, your dad's chocolate milk, your grandma's chocolate milk.
Ain't nothing you can
grandpa's chocolate milk.
Yep.
Any of your peepaw's chocolate milk, whatever you call him, I'll put it up against anybody's chocolate milk.
You know what I used to drink? Ovaltine.
Ovaltine. Hate it. Disgusting.
Good shit. It's good.
You're
shit.
a horrible person.
I
Judging
know.
you. Judging your parents for letting you live
We should
that
do
life.
Human Dad's episode 234 next week. Should really just be an hour of you guys talking about things you drink that I would never drink.
I never drink Ovaltine either. I'm with you, right?
I think we got an hour here.
I'm with you.
Talking about
Nesquik, you get to control it yourself.
Lights.
Nesquik, you get to control
Ovaltine, you do too.
Yeah, but Ovaltine's got that fakeness. The Nesquik, that tastes like it came right out of the cow.
Oh yeah, you're right. Ovaltine is so much more fake than just the organic
Ovaltine
Nesquik
might as well
powder.
Ovaltine might as well be Yoo-hoo. That's stepped on milk. That's all it is.
What even is? I tweeted this a while back, and what even is Yoo-hoo? A couple months ago, I tweeted like, "Is it creamy? Is it thick? Is it fizzy? Is it whatever?"
Good.
And somebody we all know, who I know we all think is funny. I just can't remember who it was now. Just wrote back yes, like yes to all the answers. All the questions.
Yoo-hoo's main ingredient include water, high fructose corn syrup, whey from milk, non-fat dry milk, cocoa, and various additives like stabilizers, emulsifiers, and preservatives. It is a non-milk product, despite its creaminess.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. It's stepped on milk. It ain't milk. It ain't.
I would never.
That's not
drink
Ovaltine.
Ovaltine's the same thing. They taste the same to me. It ain't. Don't you dare put either one of them in the category with Nesquik. Don't you damn dare.
Ovaltine is a brand of flavored powder. It's a chocolate malt drink mix.
It's
good
not
source
the same
of 12
as Nesquik.
vitamins.
No, it ain't. Don't do it. I'll challenge you right now and put them side by side, and you will learn the error of your ways.
What's the difference between malt and chocolate? Like, why do people like? Have you ever heard of that?
Great question. There is there malt, like malted milk, malt powder. Like a chocolate malt is different than a chocolate shake
because it's stepped on milk.
No. The malt, I think, still has ice cream and everything in it, but they add the malt powder, which gives you additional flavor.
The powder is made from malted barley, wheat flour, and evaporated whole milk.
Stepped on milk.
Malted barley.
Stepped on milk. It's just cooked and ground up wheat.
No, it's barley grain that's been steeped in water, allowed to germinate, and then dried.
And grounded. That's all it is.
We need to do a 30 for 30 on this next week or something.
All right. Tell your mom to listen. Bring the bread. Season your bacon. Mix in a tortilla. Spread your neck.
Milk.
Go to Arby's.
Climb the ladder.
Let it run down your leg. Keep it tight. Anything else?
Explore the difference between a malt and a shake, and report back.
It's kind of wordy.
It is, but I'm just.
I don't know if that's going to be a tagline for the rest.
No,
of
it's not a tag.
Sure.
It's just homework.
Shout out to all the unhomed people.
You die.